It's time for basketball inside the Moore Fitness Center in AAC action. Columbia International playing host to the Milligan Buffaloes. With that, we welcome you in. Kay Crenshaw alongside Tucker Chapman. And Tucker tonight for Columbia International looking to keep it going. Winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, Milligan still looking for their first win of the season, coming in 0-7.
Absolutely. The Rams have been hot this year, especially as of late. Got some younger guys that have been playing early. I guess they're starting to finally catch their groove.
First half underway. It'll be Buffalo basketball to get things underway. It's Levante Knox, Trevor Hensley, Piripi Corrent, Jackson Gabriel, and Josh Thomas, the starting 5 for Milligan. Meanwhile, defensively, as we see Gabriel lift a 3, it pinballs out. It'll be Rams basketball. That starting 5 for Tony Stockman's squad is as follows. Thomas Woods, Jalen Brinson, and Darian Oates are 3 guards. On the interior, D'Anthony Heathcott and Skylar McKinney. International sitting at 5-3 on the regular season. Winners of 3 straight, as we said. Back out to McKinney working the perimeter. In the paint to Oates. Short range shot off the mark. Heathcott crashed the boards, nearly came away with it. But now it's a mismatch. 5-on-4 in favor of Milligan. Driving for the shot was Hensley. His layup had too much under it. Woods. Pull up 3-pointer. Too strong. Rebound snagged by Hensley defensively. 2 early misses from each squad thus far. Levante Knox's runner will fall through for the game's first bucket. Levante Knox averaging 13 points a game. The transfer in from Davidson County Community College is having a strong start to this 2021 season. Double figures in 4 of the 7 contests.
Yeah, he's been an offensive leader for them this season, to say the least.
McKinney turnaround jumper off the back iron, but rebound bounces back the way of Darian Oates. A fresh 20 on the shot clock for CIU, now down to 15. Woods, his second 3-point attempt of the night's left short. As Corrent will clear out the rebound.
You'll see Thomas Woods shoot quite a bit of 3-pointers. He's shooting 40% from the arc this year. He's been confident out there all season, and honestly, he's looked really good.
Thomas called for it inside. Working no Woods, turnaround jumper. Not enough. 2 minutes gone by, just 2 points scored between the 2 teams. Milligan up by a bucket. Brinson driving, runner off the mark, but he'll head to the line for 2. First foul of the evening for the Milligan Buffaloes, as Levante Knox will pick up his first personal. Brinson to the line for 2. A 59% shooter this season who knocks down his first. The Orlando, Florida native in Brinson has really stepped up as a junior this season, averaging a little over 8 points a game, more importantly, as a leader at the point, over 4 assists a game. For sure.
I would definitely say that Jalen, not only on the court, but emotionally and just from a perspective of team unity, has also been a leader, not only on the court, but also around campus.
2 for 2 at the charity stripe for Brinson. He ties this game up at 2 as we pass the 18-minute mark left here in the first half. Corrent on Heathcott. Back left side to Gabriel. Milligan looking to regain the lead with this game now tied up. Rams have won each of the last 3 meetings between these two. Knox's 3-pointer misfired. Rebound cleared out by Woods. On the other end, Brinson kicks to Oates, who looked at the 3-pointer, now takes the lane, and the nice reversal for Darian Oates.
If Darian Oates plays like that, the crowd's going to be rather engaged on every move he makes like that.
You can feel the energy and intensity here inside the Moore Fitness Center tonight. A great showing, not only by the fans, but also by the students. Here tonight, a host of various athletic teams here tonight, including the baseball team we see across the way.
The relationship between the baseball and basketball team is definitely a unique one, to say the least, on campus.
Josh Thomas, the turnaround shot off the window. Tied back up at 4. Brinson into the corner. Woods for 3, pinballing out. Heathcott went to clear out the rebound. He draws contact from Levante Knox. That's now the second personal foul on Levante Knox. A tough early foul trouble for him. In as the substitution for Knox will be Sami Sunad, the forward from Italy.
Never good when you get an older leader in foul trouble this early along in a very important conference match.
Brinson at the point. Back out to Woods. Now they work down the interior. 10 to shoot for Columbia International. Tied up at 4. Oates the turnaround J. One bounce, 2, not enough. It rattles out. Milligan in the hands of Sunad, averaging 8 points a game, transferring in from Howard College along the junior college ranks. Thomas backing down Heathcock. Turnaround good for Josh Thomas. He has an early 4 points of Milligan's 6. He looks to have a productive day in the paint if Milligan wants to look to find their first win of the season. Brinson, opposite way, off the front iron, and out of bounds will be Milligan basketball. The Rams 0 for 3 from downtown, and we see the pair of elite freshmen check into the ball game for CIU as Woods and Heathcock head to the sidelines. Jalen Jeter and Christian Howard step on the floor. And these two freshmen just provide different aspects to this respective team. For Howard, it's a presence in the paint. For Jeter, it's just that offensive spark that he has. He's a speedy guard who has elite shooting capabilities. With Sunad whistled for the travel, Jeter in certain games can be a difference maker, averaging nearly 10 off the bench.
Yeah, Jeter is one of those guys, a hometown kid, went to Ridgeview High School right down the road. So in a way, it seems that it kind of just means more for him to play in front of a hometown crowd every home game. But the athleticism and just the effort he brings to the court is almost unmatched.
Head coach Tony Stoutman was saying earlier this week, if Jalen Jeter gets hot, other teams better watch out. Brinson drawing the double team, gives way to McKinney from the perimeter. Shot off the mark. Rams now 0 for 4 from downtown. On the other end, here's Corrent looking to drive. He's fouled in transition. Foul will be on the floor, so no trip to the stripe for him as Jalen Brinson picks up his first personal. 15-17 left in this opening half. Milligan up 6 to 4. Corrent driving. Shot looked like it was deflected, but contact was there as well as Christian Howard picks up a personal, his first. Second team foul for CIU as Peripi Corrent steps to the line, a Wellington, New Zealand native. Shooting 50% from the stripe this season, 7 of 14 at the line.
This is the first.
Out.
You see CIU running a straight man defense, which is making a lot of one-on-one matchups down in the paint. So Corrent could have a big game today.
Coming up on the 15-minute mark here in the opening period. Rams trail by 2. Oates working around a Howard screen. Keeps it around the perimeter. Now let's go down low to Howard. Oates is wide open here on the perimeter. Instead, they go to McKinney, who lifted a short-range shot off the mark. CIU struggling offensively, shooting just 11% from the field, 1 for 9 in the early goings. Hensley into Thomas. Turnaround off the window, too strong. Rebound Howard. Here's Brinson into the hands of Jeter. But as he looked to penetrate the paint, he's whistled for the travel.
Maybe a little bit of the freshman showing right there, getting a little antsy, looking for a quick bucket.
Lots of excitement in here tonight. You just hope the Rams don't parlay that into offensive mistakes. They're struggling from the field. Like we said, now 1 for 10 on field goal attempts, including 0 for 5 from 3. Sunad cannot connect from the low post, and the Rams, despite their offensive struggles, are still within 2. Over the top pass to Howard is stolen away. Hensley underneath to Corrent with the lay in. Milligan up by 4. McKinney, too much under the pass. It goes nowhere except out of bounds. Devin Pope, another freshman for this group, checking in for Jalen Brinson. Meanwhile, Thomas Woods will return to the floor for McKinney. And we're going to have a timeout from Columbia International. 13:49 left here in the first half. Milligan up 8-4. When we come back, we'll continue with more coverage of Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network. $13:49 left here in this opening half. Milligan on top of Columbia International early, 8-4. And Tucker, a big part of that is CIU's offensive struggles, starting just 1 for 10 from the field.
Absolutely. It's going to be hard to compete in any conference in the country if you're shooting 1 for 10 from the field. Hopefully the Rams start to connect on some of these shots as the game goes on.
Corinth, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, left short. 13:30 here in the opening half. In the corner to Woods. Rams just trying to score their first points in nearly 3 minutes. The jumper is off the mark as Thomas will snag his second rebound of the night. Gabriel, pull-up three-pointer. Got it. Jackson Gabriel with the trifecta gives Milligan a strong 7-point lead coming up on the 13-minute mark. Oates trying to drive. Will draw the contact and get 2 at the stripe. Rippy Corinth whistled for the personal. That's his first, Milligan's third team foul. Oates stepping to the line. A 60% shooter this season is the junior from Goldsboro, North Carolina. First free throw up and good. Oates coming off a 12-point performance in the 5-point win at Point. Awful lot of points there. 13 minutes left here in the first half. Oates too strong on the second free throw, 1 for 2 on the trip. Milligan leading by 6. Sunan gives way to Hensley. Foul back up at the top to Corinth. Trying to go inside to Thomas. Over the top to Thomas again. Blocked off the backboard by Thomas Woods. What a rejection. On the other end, way to Jeter in the corner. Rattling out. Milligan once again clears the board. The cold start from downtown continues for CIU, now 0 for 6 from three-point land. The pass inside, nearly poked away by Jeter. Whistles blow as he'll pick up his first personal foul. If you're head coach Tony Stopman here, Tucker, what do you tell your team to try to snap them into some type of an offensive rhythm, missing each of their last 7 shots?
I would say opposed to shooting the long 3 and the longer 2s, I would just look for easy layups. Get a lot of paint touches here as the game goes on. Granted, looks like Milligan's running out quite a bigger lineup than what we have, but I think speed and athleticism favors us, so I think we should be able to get plenty of paint touches as the game goes on.
Brinson checking in for Darian Oates. Handoff play to Gabriel. Sends it back out the perimeter. 13 to shoot for Milligan. Pull-up jumper for Hensley from the elbow. Not there. Rebound cleared by Howard. Full court pass to Pope, who finds the lane and slams it down.
Points don't come much easier than that right there.
Devin Pope's first bucket tonight is an electric one. Rams within 4, now needing a defensive stop. 11:47 left here in this opening period. Columbia International forcing the turnover, up by 4. Brinson, Jeter, Woods, Heathcock, and Pope, the 5 Rams on the floor. Meanwhile, Sunad, Hensley, Carlson, Gabriel, and Thomas round out the 5 for Milligan. Inside the paint to Brinson, 15 to shoot. Back out along the perimeter. The Rams now work it to Jalen Jeter. He looks to drive, runner in the air, rainbow style, not there. Heathcock crashed the boards, but it rolls off his fingertips out of bounds. It'll be Buffalo basketball. Milligan seems hungry tonight for that first win in AAC play. and they're doing it on the defensive end, forcing key misses from CIU. Gabriel, step back three-pointer, you betcha. Jackson Gabriel now with 6 points as he extends Milligan's lead back to 7. CIU looking to respond. Woods the drive, up and one. Thomas Woods, his first bucket tonight, and he's got a chance at a three-point play.
One thing Woods does so good is his facial expression seems to never change. Through the good and the bad, he stays pretty consistent, which is what I feel like you need out of a senior, just kind of staying consistent in your emotions.
Josh Thomas will check out of the ball game as Adam Graham sees his first minutes tonight for Milligan. Woods, a 43% shooter this season from the stripe, 3 of 7 coming into tonight. Extra one is off the mark. Too strong on the back iron. Under 11 minutes left here in the first half. Rams are within 5 of Milligan. Sunan defended by Pope at the top. Nearly has it poked away, and a foul is whistled as those two got tangled up. Devin Pope's first personal foul, and the 4th team foul for Columbia International here in the opening half. Sunan now defended by Brinson. 13 to shoot for Milligan. Handoff play goes wrong, but Sunan's able to recover. Spin move in the paint now for him. Shot left short. Rebound by Woods. Opposite way, Jeter from downtown. Off the back iron, Jalen Jeter has just not found that offensive rhythm just yet. He's 0 for 3 from the field. However, now we have a player down on the opposite side of the floor for Milligan, down on the sidelines. I believe that will be Jackson Gabriel. We'll take a break. 10:18 left here in the opening half. Rams down by 5. Back for more Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network. Back here in Columbia, following the injury timeout, Jackson Gabriel able to walk off under his own power. We saw there on the replay just colliding with one of his teammates, one of those unfortunate accidents. He exits the game, and fresh on the floor is Alex Chambers. Underneath to Flynn Carlson, who goes off the window for his first bucket tonight. Milligan up 16-9 ahead of Columbia International by 7 points. Devin Pope stepping out of bounds along the far sideline. It's those minor mistakes that could cost you a serious game.
Absolutely. In a game like this, with Milligan coming in with as much fire as they have, I think they see a chance at a game that's winnable, and they're ready to go. So we can't give them any free breaks right here.
Right side is Graham. Now here's Hensley for 3. Too strong. Rebound cleared by Oates. Pope from the corner. Yes, sir. 16-12. Rams back within 4. 9:26 left here in the first half. However, Chambers responds on the other end with a 3 of his own, and Milligan will take a full timeout. 9:22 left here in the first half. Milligan on top, 19-12. We got for Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network. Back inside the Moore Fitness Center, still in first half action. Milligan with right at 9.5 minutes left here in the first half. The Buffaloes on top of Columbia International 19-12. Moments ago, Alex Chambers scoring his first bucket of the season in his first game of the year. He's seeing minutes because one of their star players in Jackson Gabriel had to exit earlier on in the first half with an injury. Chambers, though, stepping up early.
Absolutely. Stepped in and just hit a quick three, responding to Devin Pope's three.
Now Pope working the right side around the Heathcock screen. Brinson with 15 to shoot. Kick out pass to Oates from downtown. Not there. Heathcock, the offensive board, put back too strong. Graham on the other end. Layup not there, looking for the foul. Nowhere to find it. Oates underneath the Heathcock, working the baseline. Spin move from the low block, off the window, and one. DeAnthony Heathcock doing what he does, getting a chance at a three-point play as Alex Graham will pick up his first personal foul, Milligan's 5th team foul.
Heathcock shooting 69% from the line this season.
First free throw for him is good here tonight. Three-point play complete for DeAnthony Heathcock. He has drawn Columbia International within 4.
As a coach, when you see a big man finish a three-point play, just got to make you a little extra happy on the inside.
Into the corner for Hensley, who's driving on Pope. Left hand deflected. Heathcock will haul it in. The Rams looking to continue eating away at the deficit. Step back jumper for Pope. Good from long range. Devin Pope, the long two, is able to connect. He now has 7 points, and the Rams are within a bucket. Graham right side, back to Hensley. Milligan leading 19-17. Graham lost his handle, stolen by Heathcock. Gives way to Brinson, up the floor. Rams in transition. Oates stepped back to the elbow, didn't take the shot. Instead, here's Brinson, the runner. Tied game at 19. 7:36 left in the opening half, and the Rams are back in this one. And here's an offensive foul on Milligan. Flynn Curlson, the illegal screen, that's his first personal. And a pair of substitutions in for the Buffaloes, one of which is the return of Jackson Gabriel, who exited earlier on to injury, we noted. It's good to see him back on the floor.
It is good to see.
Also, Josh Thomas returns to action for Milligan. All tied up at 19, under 7.5 to go before halftime. Underneath to Pope, off the window. Devin Pope now 9 points here in this opening half. A strong start for the freshman. Sunad, spin move in the paint, off the glass. Sunad's first points tonight ties it back up at 21. McKinney, crossover dribble on Graham, into the corner. Pope looked at the baseline, instead brings it back out to Heathcock for the elbow jumper. In there. The Rams starting to sink their shots here, 5 of their last 5.
Yeah. Not sure what was said in that timeout huddle, but it sure did click with the Rams.
Sunad, pull-up jumper, good from the free throw line. 10 feet out for Sami Sunad, now with 4 points for the big man from Italy. Across the floor to Oates. Pope underneath to Heathcock for the rim rocker. Rams back up by 2 as Heathcock goes down with the flush. Sunad looking to score for the 3rd consecutive possession. 1v1 with Heathcock. He wants the jumper, he's feeling it, he's got it. Sami Sunad with 6 straight points for Milligan as they've tied this one back up. 5:45 left here in the first half. Pope, pull-up three-pointer, off the mark. Rebound traced into the corner by Oates, and the Rams have an opportunity at second chance points. Pope lost his handle on it on the ground, but McKinney is able to recover and now call it third chance points. McKinney driving, kick out pass, Pope for 3. Too strong, rebound cleared by Thomas. The Rams 3 chances on that possession, but they come up with no dice to show for it.
Definitely would have loved to see some points, especially after getting 3 chances.
Milligan now an opportunity to take the lead. Gabriel underneath to Thomas. Here's a foul for a block on Darian Oates. We'll see if the referees will give him the continuation. Indeed, they won't. Shot won't count as Darian Oates picks up his first personal. 1 substitution for each as Devin Pope heads to the sidelines. Jalen Jeter returns for CIU. Meanwhile, across the way, Alex Graham back in the mix. Alex Chambers in the mix as Alex Graham checks out. Jeter in transition. Gives way to Oates, working around a Heathcock screen. International looking to regain the lead in this back and forth contest. They've sank 6 of their last 8 shots, and Brinson continues the trend with the short range floater. 4.5 to play, 27-25, CIU on top of Milligan. Thomas, spin move in the paint, up, off the mark, but the whistles blow for contact. D'Anthony Heathcock, guilty party, that's his first personal. And Thomas heads to the line for the first time tonight. A 47% shooter this season. A senior from Bedford, Virginia. 8 of 17 from the stripe this year. First one's here tonight is short. An air ball.
I believe that was an air ball.
Nothing but net, as they say. A few substitutions for each. As Chambers and Sunad step aside, Levante Knox returns to the floor with 2 fouls, along with Flynn Carlson for Milligan. Meanwhile, Heathcock heads to the sidelines, and Christian Howard steps back on the floor along with Thomas Woods as Jalen Brinson steps out as well. Here's Oates in the paint, runner good. Darian Oates now with 5 points, gives Columbia International a 4-point cushion, a little bit more than they've had here as of late when it's just been either a 2-point lead or a tie game.
Similar to the game we saw earlier today, seems to be a little back and forth.
Knox looking to lift a shot, did not touch the backboard. He's there for his offensive board. Second chance, not there. 3:47 left here in the first half. Rams up 29-25. Looking to extend their biggest lead of the night to 6. Underneath to Howard. He's fouled and will get some shots at the line. Levante Knox now picking up foul number 3 here in the first half. That's critical. What a senior guard and senior leader he is, averaging over 13 points a game. He's going to have to head back to the sidelines, and those 3 fouls for him have all come within 3 minutes of gameplay.
Absolutely. Yeah, if he can't stay out of foul trouble, it might be a pretty short game for him in the second half.
As Knox exits, Adam Graham returns to action. Howard, after making the first, lifts his second free throw up and good just the same. Columbia International leading by 6. This game was at once tied at 25. The Rams have strung together 6 straight points to go on their first run of the night. Jackson Gabriel turnaround three-pointer off the right side. Rebound by Jeter. Oates on the other end goes off the glass for the lay-in.
And the fans are loving what they've seen in the past 4 minutes.
Hensley driving on Jeter, deflection. Hensley, though, is able to recover. Spin move, second chance, not there. And it'll be Jeter who comes away with the rebound. On the other end, Oates driving baseline, loses handle, out of bounds. It'll be Milligan basketball. .247 left here in this opening half. Rams up by 8. Milligan looking for their first points in nearly 3 minutes as they've missed each of their last 6 shots from the field. Right side Hensley looking to go inside to Thomas. And there it is, Thomas from the post, turnaround jumper good. Josh Thomas with 6 points for Milligan as they're back within 6. Jeter along the left side, finds a lane, pull-up jumper, off the mark, but whistles blow. Jalen Jeter gets his trip at the stripe.
Jeter on the year is a 50% free throw shooter. So
Trevor Hensley picking up the personal. That's his first, Milligan's 8th team foul in the first half. Jeter, the Colombian native. First free throw tonight for him is up and good. Jeter's first points of the evening. And Jeter's a guy who's really been carving his own minutes. Came off the bench in all 8 contests this year, but he's found at least 12 minutes in every single one of those games, and he's turning it into nearly double-digit average of scoring.
Absolutely. He's one of those guys that's hard to take out when he gets in because the effort he puts in along with the athleticism and the energy he brings to the court, you kind of got to leave him in.
Oates and Skylar McKinney head to the sidelines for CIU as Devin Pope and Jalen Brinson return to the floor. A very athletic lineup on the hardwood right now for CIU. Hensley nearly loses his handle, gives way to Gabriel. Under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Corinth driving on Howard. Good post move. Opens up the back door for him, and he goes off the glass. Over the top, Jeter. Three-point land. You betcha. Jalen Jeter, a one-way ticket to downtown, extends Columbia International's lead now to 9 points with 1.5 minutes to play in the first half. Thomas trying to respond, gives way to Graham. In the paint, drives on Thomas. A defensive foul, and it'll be on Thomas. Looking for the charge, doesn't get the call, and Thomas Woods will pick up his first personal. And you hear the boos weigh in from the crowd.
The baseball team did not love that one.
Minute 22 left in this opening half. Alex Graham stepping to the line. A Bloomington, Indiana native, shooting 90% from the charity stripe this season, will knock down his first. Graham's second free throw up and good, just the same. 38-31, Columbia International up by 7 with 1:20 left before halftime. Trying to preserve that lead into the break. Pope looked to drive, but instead he's whistled for the travel. 7th turnover of the night for CIU compared to Milligan just having 4. Hensley stopped at the top of the key. Graham inside to Thomas. They're defended by Pope at the low post. Turnaround left hand, not there. Rebound cleared out by Devin Pope. 55 seconds left in this first half, and his dribble is poked out by Hensley. It's Gabriel who comes away with it. Now ball's on the ground. Rams recover. 46 seconds to play. Pope, left wing three. Bang! Devin Pope now with 12 points here in the first half. He leads all scorers, and the Rams lead it by 10.
High IQ by Pope right there to turn the ball over, then not to give up on the play.
Graham's three-pointer too strong. Nothing but air. 25 seconds here for Brinson. Shot clock has been turned off. and the junior guard will hold for the last shot. All players are on the perimeter for CIU except Howard. He stands alone in the paint. Brinson with 8 seconds. Rams up by 10. Gives way to Pope. Back to Brinson. 3 to shoot. Top of the key 3. Rattling out. Thomas will climb the ladder for the last rebound of the first half. 20 minutes gone by, and Columbia International battled back from a deficit. They lead 41-31 here at the break. Trevor. Tucker, your thoughts here on the first half?
I think the difference here has been the athleticism and which the Rams have continued to run out there. Even seeing freshmen as athletic and as poised as they are always helps when you have senior leadership from people like Thomas Woods, and then you've got Jalen, who's a junior, kind of leading the charge right here, running the point. So I think athleticism, and I think the crowd also has a little bit to do with this late momentum swing towards the end of the first half.
Columbia International led by Devin Pope with 12 points. More importantly, the Rams, of their 41 points tonight, 19 have come from the bench and 18 have come from the paint.
Yep, easy to win games when you've got freshmen coming off the bench and then scoring like that in the paint and shooting threes like you saw Jeter and Pope did for the first half.
Along with Pope, we see Oates with 7, Heathcock with 7 as well, Brinson with 6, and Jeter with 5. We'll take a brief intermission and come back with you momentarily with head coach Tony Stottman down on the sidelines of the Rams. They lead by 10 here at the break. More Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network.
Back here on the CIU Sports Network, now joined by head coach Tony Stopman. Coach, your team starts slow offensively, 1 for 10 from the field, but you battle back, take a 10-point lead into the break.
Yeah, we just talked about getting some movement on offense. I think we were standing there in the zone. We just stood around, watched them. But once we started getting movement, playing with some pace, playing with rhythm, we started making some shots, and our defense picked up a little bit. So, like how they played at the end of the half.
19 points off your bench, led by the freshman Devin Pope with 12. How can you look to balance this offensive attack with him continuing to have a good night in the second half?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Get your teammate a shot, share the ball. Like I say, move the ball, move bodies. Simple basketball stuff, but sometimes it's hard to get the kids to do it. Like I say, later in the half, they did a great job. And then you want the guys to find the hot hand, and I thought we did a good job of that with finding Devin.
Coach, best of luck in the second half.
Appreciate it.
That wraps up here at halftime. Rams up by 10, 41-31 ahead of Milligan. Back for second half action. We return for more Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network.
Back for second half action inside the Moore Fitness Center as Columbia International leads Milligan 41-31 in Tucker. If you were to look at the beginning of that first half, things were not looking good for the Rams offensively. Coach Tony Stockman's squad started just 1 for 10 from the field, but they were able to battle back against the deficit and now begin the second half with a 10-point lead.
For sure. With the senior leadership that they have on this team, I think perseverance comes kind of naturally.
Heathcock's second chance from the paint will draw contact after his initial miss, as Josh Thomas is whistled for the personal foul, his first, Milligan's first team foul in the second half. Heathcock at the line, 70% shooter from the stripe this season. His second trip tonight off the mark on the first attempt. Heathcock, the Cartersville, Georgia native. Second free throw, he sinks. Anthony Heathcock now with 8 points and 6 rebounds for Columbia International, chasing after his second double-double of the season. Here's Hensley on the interior. Shot off the left side. A late whistle will send him to the stripe. Thomas Woods, the guilty party, picking up his second personal. Trevor Hensley, the Irwin, Tennessee senior at the stripe. 79% this season. First one, well, pinball out. Milligan, a group 0 for 7 on the season. This season, 0 and 6 in conference play. A group hungry for that first win. They came out to a strong start, let it slip a little bit. Eventually, when CIU stepped into an offensive rhythm, over here in the second half, still within 10 points, this game is far from out of reach.
I think it's good for Stockman to probably call the guys in, calm them down a little bit, being like, hey, these guys are excited, their adrenaline's running. But if we stay consistent, if they stay the team that CIU is, this game shouldn't pose much of a threat.
Quick move by Gabriel, three-pointer off the mark. Rebound poked out of bounds. Milligan trying to play fast basketball there and catch CIU's defense off guard on the inbounds. Gabriel, the quick trigger, just not there.
Going fast right there, but then again, the CIU athleticism countering that.
Oates driving baseline. Up and over a defender. Shot in the air off the mark, but it'll be waved off. An offensive foul on Darian Oates. That's Oates' second personal. Second team foul for the Rams. Devontae Knox has to be careful. 3 fouls for Knox in just 5 minutes of gameplay here tonight. Now into the hands of Thomas along the right side. Driving on McKinney, met with a double team in the paint, and now we see an offensive foul on the other end. This time on Josh Thomas with that armbar trying to create some separation off the double team. Thomas will pick up his second personal.
That foul right there livened up the crowd a little bit on the first row.
42-32. Rams on top with 18 and a half minutes to play here tonight inside the Moore Fitness Center. At the elbow to McKinney. In the corner to Woods. McKinney just having some miscommunication there. Thought Woods was deeper in the corner than he was. And Coach Tony Stockman, frustrated McKinney, could have just kicked it on the outlet back out the perimeter and saved that possession. Instead, it results in the 10th turnover of the night for the Rams. Thomas back to Corinth, down to the hands of Hensley. Here's Gabriel on the drive. Up and over, and an offensive foul. Hitting the deck was Skylar McKinney drawing the charge as Jackson Gabriel is whistled for his first personal foul tonight. 13th foul for Milligan here in the second half. 18 minutes left. Rams still holding strong to a 10-point lead. Left corner, Woods underneath to Heathcock. Lifts it from the block, and we'll see a drop. 44-32 Rams lead. Here's Hensley, the pull-up jumper. Good from 12 feet out for Trevor Hensley. That lead has stuck consistent to 10 points for the majority of this second half. Thomas Woods, left wing three, left short. Gabriel called for it, pump fake, gives back to Knox. Spin move for Levante Knox, trapped in the paint, he lifts a shot in the air, it's off the mark. Levante Knox came into this evening's game, averaging over 13 points a game. Thus far, he's been held scoreless due to foul trouble. Back out along the perimeter, Brinson for three, too strong. Rebound in the air, but an offensive foul will be called on DeAnthony Heathcock. That's Heathcock's first personal and the Rams' third team foul. And Coach Stockton not too happy with the call, thought it was a contested 50-50 ball that Heathcock was trying to use that big 6'7" frame to go and grab, trying to climb that ladder, but referee saw otherwise. A myriad of whistles here in the second half for offensive fouls and off-the-ball fouls. Loose ball corralled by Heathcock, and he'll come away with a steal. Handoff McKinney was nearly bobbled away. He's able to recover, goes in the opposite corner. Thomas Woods from downtown, pinballing out. Rebound saved by McKinney offensively. A fresh 20 on the shot clock. Into the corner, McKinney driving, kick out. Here's to Oates from the left side. Not there. Rebound poked away, in the air steal, into the hands of Thomas Woods. The second time tonight we've seen the Rams get 3 opportunities now on offense. Here's Brinson bouncing it off his foot. And for the second time as earlier, they come away with no points. Meanwhile, on the other end, Thomas lays it in. He leads the Buffaloes with 8 points this evening as they're back within 8. McKinney from the perimeter. Off the mark, Woods climbs the ladder for the board. Second chance points on the line now for CIU. Rams have missed each of their last 4 shots as Oates nearly has it poked away. 10 to shoot for CIU, inside to Oates, draws the double team, lifts it from the block, off the mark, but he draws the contact. Piripi Corinth whistled for the personal foul. That's his second. Milligan's 4th team foul.
Gotta love when one of your guards gets a paint touch and draws a foul from a big man.
Not only working around the double team, but like you said, Tucker, working through contact to lift a shot off the glass. Oates at the line. First free throw is up and good. Oates shooting 60% from the stripe this season. You'll see a pair of substitutions come on. Jeter and Howard replace Woods and Heathcock.
You also know Coach Stockman's got to be excited when he sends freshmen in a way can feel just as confident as when he has a starting lineup full of juniors and seniors in.
And Howard and Jeter are 2 of the conference's best freshmen. In fact, I do believe if Jalen Jeter keeps up the year he's having thus far with 10 off the bench, you could see him be in the conversation for an all-freshman team position.
Absolutely.
Shot clock malfunction there, so they will reset this inbounds. Now 28 on the shot clock. Levante Knox the inbounds. Kick out. Sami Sunad looked at the three-pointer. Will now call back for it. Sunad, pull-up jumper from the elbow. It's good. The 4th time tonight Sunad sank that short-range jumper. That seems to be a shot he likes to favor. Into the corner. McKinney for 3. Got it. Skylar McKinney, his first points tonight come 5 minutes into the second half. Here's Knox, the coast-to-coast layup. And meanwhile, Knox gets his first bucket tonight. On the other end, we see a foul on a pass as Trevor Hensley will be whistled for his second personal. Devin Pope back into the ball game for the Rams. First time here in the second half for him. Jeter stepping aside. Devin Pope led all scorers in this game with 12 points there in the first half, just through 6 minutes of gameplay.
Devin Pope is definitely one of those freshmen that Coach Stockman and his staff are super excited about. Just a high IQ and an athletic build and frame to go with it.
Three-pointer, the freshman is feeling it. Devin Pope, a game-high 15 points. That now ties his career high set twice earlier this season. Rams up by 12. Here's Knox. Bouncing it off his foot. Oates comes away with a steal. Coast to coast, Darian Oates off the glass for the lay-in. 14 minutes left to play, and Columbia International has their largest lead of the night at 14. Thomas, the spin move, and a chance at a three-point play. Christian Howard whistled for the personal foul. That's his second. Columbia International's fourth team foul in the second half. Thomas at the line for one. And Josh Thomas will airball the free throw, and he is hearing it from the crowd.
I believe that's his second airballed free throw of the game.
He does lead Milligan with 10 points, but he is 0 for 3 from the line. Pope at the top. Right side, Oates. Now Pope driving. Behind the back pass to Howard. Oh my goodness. What a pass from the freshman, Devin Pope.
Freshman to freshman. You know the crowd loves to see it, and Coach Stockman probably loves it even more.
My goodness, that had one of the best signatures on it I've seen in quite some time. Just a great touch from Devin Pope. 14-point lead for the Rams. 13:20 to play. Thomas from downtown off the mark. Oates corrals the rebound. Stop at the block, gives way to Pope. Back up top, Oates driving, right hand, contact, headed to the stripe for two. We'll see who this foul is going to be on. And it will be on Sami Sunad. That's just his second personal. Reason we say that, Levante Knox is also in on that defensive stop. Knox has 3 personals. That would have been his fourth had it been called on him. Oh my goodness, that really would have sent Milligan into a tough position offensively.
Absolutely would have. Though he hasn't really scored too much tonight, it just seems the offense runs a little smoother while he's out there with his leadership.
Josh Thomas exits the ball game for Milligan. As Flynn Carlson, the freshman from Valparaiso, Indiana, returns to action. Carlson with 2 points tonight. Oates goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. 58-42. Columbia International leading with 13 minutes left to play here tonight inside the Moore Fitness Center. Hensley, spin move in the paint, up too strong. Carlson, the offensive board. A chance for a second chance bucket. Rattles off, rebound snagged by Pope. McKinney, cross court to Pope in the opposite corner. And he looked to find a teammate. Instead, it ricocheted off a Milligan defender. Rams able to recover. Brinson into Howard from the left side for Christian Howard.
I think we're seeing
largest lead of the night for the Rams, now at 18 points.
I think we're seeing really selfless basketball from the Rams. In a way, a pass-first offense today.
Sunad looking to drive. Turnaround jumper from 10 foot out. Left short on the air ball. Oates on the other end looking to extend the lead to 20 as he spun into the paint. Whistles blow for a foul on the floor against Trevor Hensley. That'll be his third personal and the 7th team foul for Milligan. That'll put Oates at the line for 2 shots. Timeout, Milligan. 12:03 left here in the second half. Columbia International up by 18, 60-42 our score. Rams on top. We'll be back in 60 seconds. More Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network. 12:03 left here in the second half tonight in Columbia. And the Rams, with their largest lead of the night, now up by 18 on Milligan. Our score 60-42, Columbia International. Darian Oates at the stripe for a 1-1 opportunity. Oates, a 60% shooter in the stripe this season. 5 of 6 tonight. First one, though, and only one he'll get will rattle out. Under the 12-minute mark. Knox working right side. Goes back to Sunad. Milligan needs to score quickly as they're on the wrong end of a 6-0 run. Hensley trying to find something. Lifts a long-range jumper. Leaves it off the front iron. Over the top to Howard. It's blocked by Hensley, out of bounds. Hensley collapsed there on the double team, provided some defensive coverage from the backside on Oates, on Howard, and was able to deflect the pass.
A high IQ move by Hensley to sneak around from the back and just poke that ball out.
One substitution onto the floor as Tyler McKinney heads to the sidelines for the first time tonight. We see Ramiro Aralaga, but Jeter is whistled for the travel. 11:27 to play.
Again with the travel, Jeter, just a freshman that just gets really excited because how hard he plays the game. Stuff like that occasionally happens, but I think Coach Stockman can live with it.
Carlson, handoff play to Hensley. Now right side, Gabriel, they go down low to Carlson. Trying to back down Howard, 13 to shoot. Pass stolen by Oates. Darian from the left side, layup too strong. Jeter, the offensive putback there. Jalen Jeter with the bucket. He now has 5, and the Rams lead by 20. Hensley, a wide open three-pointer off the mark. Tonight, Milligan shooting just 27% from beyond the arc. Devin Pope misfires from downtown. Here's Jeter, though, from the top of the key. You betcha. Jalen Jeter with 5 points in the last 2 possessions. Puts the Rams up by 23, starting to pull away are CIU. Adam Graham, short-range jumper off the mark. Carlson, the offensive rebound, blocked by Oates. The referee, though, saw some contact. And the Rams bench just explodes in disbelief. That'll be Oates' 3rd foul, and the 5th team foul for Columbia International. Glenn Carlson at the line for 2. First one in the air, off the mark. Carlson, the freshman, at 6'7" from Valparaiso, Indiana. Pair of substitutions coming onto the floor for CIU as Oates and Howard step aside. We see Brinson Heathcock return to the floor. Carlson 1 for 2 from the stripe. The Rams, though, on an 11-1 run the last 3 minutes and change. In the corner to Brinson. Back up top, underneath to Heathcock. He's got the paint, and he's got the bucket, too. 10 minutes to go here in the ball game, and Columbia International is up by 25. Tucker, it seems this one is starting to get away from Milligan.
It seems that it is.
Knocks the left side lay-in. But talk about the turnaround for CIU tonight, a group that struggled offensively to begin tonight's game. Started just 1 of 10 from the field, but then the offense started to click. Timeout was called there early on in the first half by Tony Stockman to settle down his group, find the right passes, get the good enough shots. They were attempting too many threes in that 1 for 10 range. They started 0 for 5 from downtown. Now they're able to battle back and well on their way to their 6th win of the year and 4th in a row.
Absolutely. I think it's just like almost any other sport. Success is contagious. And when you've got a freshman coming in playing the way Pope does, success rubs off on others really quick.
Gabriel knocks down the short-range jumper. He has 8 tonight. Here's Aralaga's first shot of the evening, and he comes in hot. The Rams hit the 70 mark tonight as Amiro Aralaga connects from the left side. On the other end, here's Knox, kicked back out to Alex Chambers, who looked at the 3, instead gives back to Knox. 12 to shoot. Knox driving. Shot up and under and one. Levante Knox, an opportunity at a three-point play. That was Jalen Jeter picking up his second personal. Knox at the line for one, and pinball's in. 20-point ball game here in Columbia. Under 9 to play in the second half for the Rams, and a veteran offense going to look to maybe slow things down here down the stretch. Back over the top to Pope, and on the reception, if you will, as Opes climbed in the air like a receiver in football, he's fouled by Chambers. With that being the 8th team foul, Rams still looking at a 1-and-1 opportunity.
I think one thing that should be really encouraging for the Rams is the young athleticism on this team. I know it keeps coming up over and over again, but this recruiting class that Coach Stockman brought in is going to be exciting to watch throughout the years as Pope hits his first free throw.
You look at Devin Pope, you look at Jalen Jeter, Christian Howard, there are others. Those are the three leaders, though, in the clubhouse of that freshman class. Tony Stockman's building this Columbia International program for longevity success. As the free throw rattled in, goaltending is whistled against DeAnthony Heathcock, so only one will count. Indeed, not goaltending, I apologize. It was a foul, and now Heathcock whistled for the technical. Said something to the referee as Heathcock will pick up the technical foul. And Tucker, I admit, I thought that the play on the other end was goaltending on the free throw. They're going to say that Heathcock had the personal, and now they're going to assess the technical foul, which will be his 4th personal.
DeAnthony pleading his case with Coach Stockman currently.
Not sure how far that will get him, as Gabriel will sink the first of his 2 technical free throws. Meanwhile, keep in mind Milligan soon to get this possession back. Gabriel 2 for 2. We talk about the freshman class, though. When you look just this past year at the success Columbia International had, with a 16-9 record overall, 13-6 in the conference. That's the best AAC mark to date for this program.
Absolutely. And I think in a weird way, the program is still trending upward. Lost a lot from the team last year, and leading that, who you lost being Corey Benton. So seeing Coach Stockman bring in talent like he did, it's really exciting for what the future holds here in Columbia, South Carolina.
And Corey Benton was such an instrumental piece in the Rams winning their 3rd consecutive NCCAA South Region title. Of course, Benton receiving All-American honors following the season. With Heathcock checking out, Christian Howard is on the floor. Both free throws good from Carlson. And Pope just working around the perimeter. We see a foul called by the referee, and it's on Levante Knox. That's going to be his 4th. And the 9th team foul for Milligan. Knox will have to step aside with Trevor Hensley returning to the floor. Pope at the line, 2nd time tonight. He's 1 for 2. First free throw up and good. He'll get a second chance. Both these two teams trading their last 3 buckets apiece. Pope 2 for 2 on the trip. He leads all scorers with 18 points, a new career high for the freshman. Handoff play to Gabriel. Coming up on 8 minutes left, and the Rams up 73-54. Chambers in his first game of the season steps back for a 3-pointer, and it's off the front iron as Jalen Jeter climbs the ladder for his 4th rebound of the night. Jeter just at 5'10", sure knows how to find ways defensively to make an impact. 3-pointer off the mark there. Here's Howard, the second chance with the lay-in. 2 freshman contributors on the defensive and offensive ends for CIU as the Rams have made 4 of their last 5. Hensley with the drive left hand, good. And Milligan starting to respond well to the Rams' offensive rhythm. However, it seems to be too little too late. They're going to have to hope for a defensive stop and somewhat of a run, down 19 points with under 8 to go.
Absolutely. Though the Rams just keep scoring, Milligan just won't go down without a fight.
That turnover now the 13th of the ball game for Columbia International. Hensley, the jumper from the foul stripe, good. He now has 7 points for the Buffaloes. And if you're head coach Bill Robinson, you have to feel good about how Milligan's squad is playing right now. A group that could be down on their luck. Of course, they're 0-7 on the year, 0-6 in the conference. Not the start that anybody would have wished for if you're a Buffalo fan to start the 2021 campaign. But Robinson, in his 13th season now at Milligan, understands you're going to have these slow starts. You're not going to have a dream season like you might imagine. But to get down here by 20-plus points, but still show fight, that means an awful lot.
Absolutely. Just the opportunity to compete is probably the message coach is pushing towards them. It's just, hey, you're here, might as well compete. We've still got 6 minutes left, one run, and this is a 5-point ball game, super quick.
Gabriel knocks down the first free throw. Milligan has made 5 of their last 6 shots from the field, really piecing things together offensively as Gabriel connects on both from the stripe. On the other end, Gabriel telling his teammates to get excited, get ready, we can do this. They're down by 15 with 6:45 to play.
As it seems Milligan's slowly chipping away, you have to wonder if that technical by DeAnthony Heathcock might come back late to have some effect on this game.
2-3 zone from Milligan. With 5 to shoot, Brinson tried lifting a pass to Howard. It goes out of bounds and will be Milligan basketball. Hensley to work up the floor on Brinson. Milligan battling back. They've scored 6 unanswered. Working around the screen. He gives back near side to Julian Wilson. Back to Gabriel. Just a few great shots, and Milligan's back in this thing. Corinth. Short range turnaround, not there. Over the top to Oates. Gives way to Howard in the lane and off the window. Christian Howard with the bucket. He now has 8. And the Rams lead by 17. Wilson from the straightaway. Big man knocks down a big shot. 77-63, Rams on top. Timeout, Milligan. 5:39 left here in tonight's ball game. Columbia International up by 14 points. We're back for more Rams basketball. We come back on the CIU Sports Network. We're back inside the Moore Fitness Center. 5:39 to play here in the second half, and Columbia International leads Milligan 77-63. Each of these two teams really have traded buckets here as of late. Rams making 5 of their last 7, Milligan 6 of their last 8. These teams are sinking shots across the final few minutes of tonight's game.
Absolutely. And Milligan, again, just refusing to go away easily.
Corinth, the drive. Off the mark, second chance there for Trevor Hensley. Now a 12-point game. Keep in mind the lead was at 1 point 25 here in the second half. Milligan's done a nice job of staying after it in the hunt for their first win of the season. Howard, turnaround hook, good for the freshman. Christian Howard in double digits with 12 for the Medina, Ohio native. Hensley driving. He'll head to the line for 2 after contact.
With Howard hitting double digits, that puts 3 freshmen in double digits for the Rams tonight. Pope having 18, Howard with 12, and Jeter with 10.
Hensley at the line. First shot in the air. Off the mark. To have such widespread scoring for Columbia International is such a good thing to see for the Rams squad. We talk about Pope leading the way with 18 points, a career night for the true freshman, but also other freshmen in the mix. Christian Howard with 12, and then 2 veterans stepping up. Heathcock has added 12 points. Darian Oates with 13. A good night tonight for a balanced offense for Tony Stoutman's squad.
It is. It's exciting to see.
4:39 to play. McKinney, straightaway 3, off the back iron. Sunad fouled on the rebound by Howard. That's now Christian Howard's 4th personal. Make that 3rd, excuse me, 3rd personal on Howard. Oh, no, excuse me, 4th. It is indeed the 4th foul. 4:33 to play. Rams up by 13, but Sunad's at the line. 10th team foul. He'll get 2 shots. First one, pinballing out. Milligan 13 of 21 from the free throw line tonight. That's 62%. When you're within 13 points, it's a stat like that that's going to sting you on the ride back to Tennessee.
Absolutely. Tough to win games when you're shooting like that from the charity stripe.
Sunad knocks down both, knocks down the second. 4.5 to play. Rams up by 12. McKinney working right side, gives way to Pope, who loses his handle, and Gabriel comes away with a steal, but Aralaga takes it right back. Brinson to Oaks. McKinney in the corner is not able to control it enough to get the shot off, has to reset the offense. 20 to shoot. Oates, left wing 3, too strong. Sunad will clear the board. Sami Sunad underneath to Wilson, couldn't get there in time. On the other end, here's Pope, running jumper, good for the freshman. Devin Pope now with 20 points. That continues his career night as Columbia International leads 81-67. Gabriel working around a screen, pull-up jumper off the mark. Rebound snagged by Pope. He now has 6 of those. If he can find 4 more, that's the freshman's first double-double.
You got to think, it's got to be in the back of his mind knowing he's getting that close. Might see him start attacking boards a little more aggressively throughout the home stretch of this game.
Underneath to McKinney. Backing down his defender in the block. Off the mark, Aralaga, the second chance effort. Columbia International with 12 second chance points tonight. Keep in mind they lead by 15. Back to 13 as Sunad connects. Timeout, Milligan. 2:55 left here in the second half. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. With those 12 second chance points tonight for CIU in a game they lead by 14, that's another one of those stats that Milligan's going to have to look back at. If they attack the boards, contain the misses, and force CIU to have sole one-shot possessions, that could have been the difference maker, but Columbia International has out-rebounded Milligan 45-29 tonight.
Absolutely. Tough to win any game when you're getting out-rebounded like that.
Leading the way for Columbia International this evening has been Devin Pope, the freshman, on 7 of 10 shooting, including 3 from downtown. He leads all scorers with 20 points in 22 minutes. An incredible night for him. 83-69 our score. 2:55 left here tonight. Barring a big run from Milligan, all the Rams have to do is play consistently to keep their lead. Pope driving. Great pass to Aralaga. Deflection and a foul. Trevor Hensley will pick up his 4th personal foul and send Ramiro Aralaga to the line. Aralaga, the junior, missed a bulk of last season due to a wrist injury. Actually became the scoreboard operator for the team because he had to miss the rest of the season. Aralaga, the Uruguay native, coming over 4,800 miles from home here to Columbia. He goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the Rams go back up by 16 with 2:40 to play. 85-69 our score. Knox driving up and under. Shot off the mark, but he'll head to the stripe for 2.
Again, Milligan just refusing to go away. Still fighting with 2:33 left. Still just trying to scrap their way back into this game.
Knox first free throw up and good. That's now 35 fouls combined between the two teams tonight. They're both in the double bonus at this point. It has not been a clean game for either squad in terms of the foul trouble. Multiple players with 4, plenty with 3 as well. 14-point game. McKinney will have to be forced to call a timeout. 2:21 to play. 30-second timeout on the floor. 85-71, Columbia International on top. We'll be back for more Rams basketball. We return inside the Moore Fitness Center on the CIU Sports Network. Just over 2 minutes to play here tonight inside the Moore Fitness Center. Columbia International looking to lock up their 6th win on the year, 4th in a row on this early portion of the 2021 campaign, leading by 14 on Milligan. Tucker, what can the Rams do over the last 2 minutes and 21 seconds to lock this one up?
I think the best thing they could do is just control the clock, control the pace of play. Don't get outside of yourself and what you've done all game. Just continue to do what you've done this whole night.
Oates does not find contact or a bucket. On the other end, Gabriel on the pass-back play, 3-pointer off the mark. Oates now looking to break the press, gives way to Brinson. Underneath to Devin Pope. The reversal, up and one for Mr. Sensation tonight, Devin Pope. Now with 22, a chance at that magic 23.
Every now and then, players just have that night to where they won't be denied. Devin Pope's having one of those nights tonight.
8 of 11 from the field. Free throw good for Pope. Now with 23 tonight, extending his new career high. Rams back up by 17 with under 2 minutes to play. Knox driving, shot up and off the mark. Whistles blow for yet another foul. That's 37 combined fouls between these two squads tonight. Both teams in the double bonus. As Aralaga picks up his first personal with 1:53 left. He sends Knox to the line. Hickory, North Carolina native cannot connect on the first. You look ahead on each of these two teams' schedules. For Milligan, they'll continue their road trip this Saturday at Toccoa Falls with a 3 o'clock tip. Before then turn around on Sunday, they go to Kentucky at Austin Peay among the Division I ranks for an exhibition showdown at 3 o'clock on December the 5th. That's just the third of 4 exhibitions against Division I opponents this year for Milligan. Head coach Bill Robinson is testing his squad against some of the best. You look earlier on, they play both Marshall and Mercer. They have Austin Peay coming up this Sunday. Later on in the schedule, they have UNC Asheville. But for a group like Milligan to go on and play these top-tier teams in exhibition play, what do you hope for some of those things that Bill Robinson maybe looks to glean from those matchups?
I think one thing he could maybe look for is just seeing faster gameplay. Playing against those Division I athletes, those guys are fast. Those guys move quick. So maybe playing people like that, hoping maybe to slow down conference play a little bit, maybe just giving his team a a little extra drive knowing, hey, we can compete with these D1 guys. Why can we not compete in conference, you know?
Meanwhile, Columbia International will continue their conference schedule with a trip this Saturday to Tennessee Wesleyan for a 4 o'clock tip. Before looking ahead, they get back to exhibition play against Division I opponents. Next Tuesday, December the 7th, they travel to Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, and take on the Campbell Camels. An exhibition contest at 7 o'clock. Catch that game on ESPN+. A minute 42 left here tonight. Rams up 88-73. Orlaga, Oates, Pope, Brinson, and McKinney, the 5 Rams on the floor. Turnover taken right back by Orlaga. His second steal of the ball game with a minute and a half to go. The Rams now playing 5 out. 15-point game. Brinson just trying to dribble around defenders. Lifts a rainbow runner up and through the bucket. McKinney, the steal in the inbounds, lifts a shot up. And he'll head to the line for 2. Carlson whistled for the personal. You know, that's one thing you have to say about this Rams squad. You're up by a considerable margin here late. Not giving up just yet, though. They want their full 40 minutes here tonight.
I agree. I think Coach Stockman instills that in them. Just that idea of competing till the last horn blows, you know, and it's also really nice to flirt with the idea of scoring 100 this close to the end of the game.
9 points away are the Rams. McKinney has a chance to cut that to 8 from hitting triple digits tonight. Indeed he does. 92-73 Columbia International. Minute 13 to play. Milligan with the loss is going to continue for another day searching for their first win of the season. Hensley, though, a bright spot, sinking that three-pointer. He has 13 points, but Milligan will fall to 0-8 on the season, 0-7 in AAC play. Meanwhile, Columbia International is going to pick up their 4th win in a row as they improve to 6-3 on the season and 4-3 in the conference. For a group that started out 0-3 in the AAC, to battle back now to get a game above 500 is huge. With 5 to shoot, McKinney lifts the 3. It's off the front iron. Graham the rebound. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock now. It's 27 to play.
One thing that's probably contributed to
Wilson, the big man, his second three-pointer of the night.
him hitting threes is even getting the CIU student section into it a little bit late in the game.
You know, Julian Wilson, a guy who hadn't seen much playing time this year, did not play in the loss at Bluefield. Now with 6 points tonight, a bright spot for the sophomore from Texas. Final seconds running off the clock, and the buzzer now sounding as Columbia International takes down Milligan 92-79 this evening. Leading the way for the Rams was the freshman Devin Pope. And a career night, a new career high for the Grovetown, Georgia native. 23 points for Devin Pope on 8 of 11 shooting. Also other double-figure scores. We saw Darian Oates add 13. Both Christian Howard and DeAnthony Heathcock each finished with 12. Meanwhile, Jalen Jeter added 10 of his own. A well-balanced scoring night for Columbia International as they pick up their 4th win in a row. But coming up, they travel to put that win streak on the line against the top team in the conference, against Tennessee Wesleyan with an 8-1 overall record, 5-0 in the conference. The Rams going to have a tough test coming up this Saturday at Tennessee Wesleyan.
For sure, but playing the way you are, you got to be encouraged driving up to Tennessee to take on the top team in the conference. Just trying to keep the momentum in which you have. And if your young guys keep performing like they are behind the leadership of your older guys, we should be in for a good game on Saturday.
Final score, Rams take down Milligan 92-79. We'll pause briefly and come back with you for our post-game coverage here on the CIU Sports Network. We're here from Tony Stoutman and possibly your star of the game, Devin Pope. We'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network.
We're back on the CIU Sports Network. Kay Crenshaw now joined by tonight's star Devin Pope. Devin, you guys get the win 92-79 on Milligan. You led the way, a new career high, 23 points for you tonight. What were you feeling?
I just wanted to go out there and play my best for my team. My coach, he hard on me all the time, but I know it's going to better me in the end. So, I get frustrated sometimes, but I'm going to always have to go out there and play my game and play hard. So I just thank him for that, and I thank my team. Without my team, I wouldn't be able to do this.
9 games in now with Coach Tony Stockman in your first year. What's it like so far, your early experience as a CIU Ram?
It's great. It's a brotherhood. It's fun. Like we work well together, and we do a lot of stuff off the court. So it's a lot of good gelling. So I love it. It's a family, and I hope to be here another year.
4 wins in a row for this group. You go to Tennessee Wesleyan on Saturday. How do you hope to keep it going?
We just got to continue to fight. We got to pick it up and stop being lazy. We got to go harder every day and just stick to the next game.
Congrats on the win. Congrats on the career night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Devin Pope, 23 points tonight for the true freshman, a new career high for him. We'll pause briefly and come back with head coach Tony Stockman for more on the CIU Sports Network. You get the come-from-behind win tonight, 92-79. A lot of things were clicking for your group. 5 guys in double figures, led by your freshman, a new career high for Devin Pope with 23.
Yeah, I thought we played good. Shot well, like you said, after the beginning of the game. They shot 50% in the second half, but I don't think we guarded as well. Sometimes it's hard when you get a lead with a young team, but I thought we shared the ball. Jalen having 9 assists was great. Devin was great, man. He made 8 for 11 overall, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, so impressive.
4 wins in a row for your group. Not the start necessarily you wanted the season. You start 0-3 in conference play, but now you're back above 500. This Saturday you go to the top of the conference at Tennessee Wesleyan. How do you hope to see some of this momentum keep going?
Yeah, we're just trying to get better every game, and as we talked about, young team, a lot of new players to plug in. Just, attention to detail, focus in, continue to learn each other. Devin having a big game is great. Hopefully we get Bryce back and just keep going.
What's the latest on Bryce Causey's injury?
Yeah, it's just day-to-day right now. So we'll have to see. We got a couple of days till we play, so hopefully he can heal up and be ready to go.
Coach, best of luck this weekend. Congrats on the win, and go play some more basketball with your kids.
Thank you.
That wraps it up for us tonight as the Rams lock down the 92-79 victory over Milligan. It was come from behind with the Rams started out slow. Just 1 for 10 from the field. They battled back and finished strong to pick up their 6th win of the year and 4th in a row to move to 4-3 in the AAC. This Saturday, it does get any easier. They go to Tennessee Wesleyan, who's just 8-1 on the year and sits at the top of the conference standings. Until Saturday, we thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Rams Basketball. From all of us here on the CIU Sports Network, my name's Kay Crenshaw. Have a good night, and as always, remember to smile.